Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Ultima IX Ascension. In our last video, the Avatar made his rounds through Castle British to bid a final farewell to his companions, to Lord British, and to Richard Garriott. He then went to the balcony outside the magic laboratory to look at the crystal balls there one last time for nostalgia, and then he returned to Skara Brae because different music plays here after you have cleansed the Shrine of Spirituality, and we wanted to hear that. It is time to confront the Guardian in his fortress on Turfin, but I thought it might be nice to look at all the sets of armor that the Avatar can wear, because in many cases we always just had them piecemeal, and well, that just won't do. I also thought it would be nice to go through the spellbook and get a look at every spell in there, including these in the 8th circle that simply haven't been cast yet. So, what that means is first stop will be Trinsic. I'm going to do a lot of jump cut stuff because we don't need to watch all the sailing and running around, but in any case, we're going to Trinsic now to buy the missing pieces of plate mail. You'll recall that we've got some of it back in the Avatar's room in Castle British because monsters have dropped it, or we found it in crypts or something. So let's get going. Alright, here we are in Trinsic. We're going to talk to Rupert about getting some of that plate mail.
May I see your items list?
Certainly.
And a scythe, why not? That sounds fun. Haven't used one of those yet. We've got the plate arms. We don't have the boots or the chest. Don't have the gauntlets either. So those are the only 3 pieces we need to purchase from Rupert here.
Anything else for you?
Sorry, I must be going.
That was pretty expensive, but we still have quite enough to cover the remaining sets of armor. Next stop is Minok. And here we are in Minok to purchase the chainmail from Vaclav.
What can I do for you today?
I would like to buy some items.
And we need all 6 pieces. The entire set.
Thank you so much, my friend. You make good purchase, no? Anything else for you?
I don't believe I'll buy anything today. Goodbye.
Fine.
You just bought plenty from him today, Avatar. You bought an entire set of chainmail. Well, before we leave, remember when the Rambaro rewarded the Avatar with 10 whole gold for all of his work? Well, we couldn't carry it because the Avatar already had 9,999 gold on his person, but he doesn't anymore. Yay! Alright, now it's back to Britain. And here we are in Britain to purchase the leather armor from Olwyn.
Welcome, Avatar. We have all manner of goods. What do you fancy?
Show me your wares.
And because we have none of the leather armor left, we will be purchasing the entire set. All 6 pieces. Luckily, that's not really a big deal for the Avatar at this point.
So, will there be anything else?
Nothing today, good lady.
Goodbye.
And now we return to the Avatar's room in Castle British.
Our city is once again a place.
Yes, that's wonderful. Here's something interesting. You know Marjorie over here, the one that's always sweeping her magic pile of dirt, and she'll yell at you if you get near her while she's doing it? She says something different if the weather is bad. Huh. I guess I've just never run past her when the weather was bad. Well, we can make the weather bad by making it foggy.
sweeping for the day. You will have to clean up after yourself.
It looks like you're still sweeping, but, alright. So yeah, I guess if you really don't want her to interrupt you, and you don't want to run around her, you can just cast fog on your way through Britain, and all of your problems will just fade away in the distance. Kind of like, well, everything here.
Greetings, Avatar.
Hey there.
Greetings, Avatar.
Hi.
Come here and say goodbye
No.
to me, Avatar.
No. And I didn't speak to any of these folks. I spoke to Jeffrey, but not you guys.
You're an inspiration to us all, Avatar. Thanks for all you've done. You really are the hero of Britannia.
Well, I try.
Greetings, Avatar. You know that I've always respected you. I may not have shown it at times, but it's true. And knowing what you've done, what you've shown us, I just don't know what to say. You're an inspiration to all Britannians, Avatar.
Well, how very nice. I think we should also check in the dining area to see if Lydia has anything to say.
Avatar! Wonderful to see you! Things in Britain have been so much better since you've done your bit. And here, take some food before you go. We can't have you running about Britannia looking like a signpost.
Yeah, nope, she hasn't changed. I guess she did not get the memo. That's fine. You having fun with those runes there, Lord British? Just kind of staring at them? Alright. That's cool. I'm gonna go play dress up. Okay, and I guess, Julia gets to watch. I mean, I guess that's, well, that'll just have to do. I am going to put all the artifact gear, well, and this shield, which is not artifact gear, on the ground. Well, and the Blackrock sword. None of this matters anyway. We won't be playing through this, timeline. This is just a buy all the stuff and try everything on timeline. Right. So let's start with the leather armor. And yeah, it's a bit piggy in the pack there, but that's just the way it goes. Throw on all that leather. Julia's like, oh, it's finally happening. No, I'm afraid not. And there is the Avatar in full leather gear. I think I'm going to cast Light. So that we can get some, you know, extra lighting, and the light source moves. It just gives a better look at what's going on here. Look at him posing. Nice one, Avatar. Looking good. Looking good. I'm afraid there's no catwalk here for you, but you know what you're doing. Alright, well, there's leather. Next, let's wear the Wyrmguard gear. So I'm going to throw the leather down over here. Oh yeah, you know what? Real quick. Let's also pay attention to the armor bar each time. That's not very impressive. So yeah, may as well not really be wearing anything if you're in leather. But that's okay. Okay. Wyrmguard stuff. It's all just piled up in the corner here, so we'll have to do our best. Oh, this is quite a mess, isn't it? And finally the gloves. There we are. The Avatar is a Wyrmguard. I believe that in earlier drafts of the game, if you ran around in full Wyrmguard attire, various NPCs would have a different reaction to you. Can't imagine why. It's not like you're this horrible purple villain or anything. And as you can see from the armor bar, this is much better than the leather. Remind you of anything, Julia? Because you were wearing this not too long ago. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm a Wyrmguard now. Look at me. The fog spell is still in effect. There's more to that spell than meets the eye. We'll be talking about that in a bit. Okay, let's get the Wyrmguard armor removed. I missed the helm. There we are. Missed the arms, too. Must do better than that. Okay. Next, I think we've already taken a look at this, but this is the Raven's Choice gear. I think there are only 4 pieces. Yar. Now the avatar is a pirate. I'm sure Raven would just love this, considering it is the Raven's Choice gear. And we can see that the armor bar isn't really all that impressive for this either. Yeah. Okay. We'll take that off right here. All 4 pieces of it. Next, let's wear the chainmail. So that would be all of these pieces. Not these. These are plate, but these are chain. Okay. And as you can see from the armor bar, it's still nothing to write home about. In fact, it's just a little bit worse than the Wyrmguard gear. Yeah. And the avatar isn't sure about it either. Yeah, I don't know. Plus, the coif just looks silly. I mean, I know we ran around with it on for quite a while. But, well, I'm glad we don't use it anymore. I'll just leave it at that. And let's remove it all over here. And now the bone armor. The bone armor is strange, considering how much effort you have to go through to get it. It's not that great, and it doesn't look great either, which we'll see in a moment. I think we've got some extra pieces here, potentially. It might have just been 2 helms. It's boots and helms, really. We don't need those. We do need the chest. And there are the gauntlets. We found those in Samhain's Manor. So here we are with the bone armor, and it looks like it goes about halfway through the armor bar. Maybe a little less. I'm not sure if I'm seeing that correctly, but either way, again, for the amount of trouble that you've got to go through to get all this stuff, and for how late in the game you find it, filling up half the armor bar when you've got the entire set, and I don't think so. That's just not doing it for me. Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, and it doesn't look good. At least I don't think so. Yeah. Well, thanks for modeling that, Avatar. Let's remove it all. I keep missing the gauntlets whenever I try to remove them. There we go. Wow. That physics engine is just odd. Now, we're going to wear the plate. So 3 of the pieces are here. We'll just put them on. There we go. Got the leggings, the arms, and the helm, and that just leaves the gauntlets, the chest, and the boots. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Look at that armor bar. That's about 2/3 of the way through, I would say. Yeah, the avatar's looking a little more serious now. That's got to be some really clunky stuff, though. They should have made him make a bunch of clanking noises with every step. Not just regular footstep noises. Would have been funny. Would have been accurate as well.
Ha! Ha!
He does look a little bit like a silly Tin Man, doesn't he? Oh well, that's fine. That's how it goes. And finally, I don't know why I opened the pack. Last but by no means least, the Blackrock Armor. The coolest stuff in the game, right? Right. Let's just throw it all on. That's not even a full armor bar. It's probably about 90%. But yeah, not full. I think you need to grab a shield for that. There we go. I think this is the first and only time the Avatar's armor bar has been full in the entire playthrough. And this isn't even technically part of the playthrough. Oh well, that's okay. I'm going to take the shield back off so that we can get a better look at this stuff. When we were putting it on, did you notice how all the pieces did pretty much nothing until we threw the chest on? Look at this. All of that is the chest. Some of these other pieces are quite insignificant. Yeah, look at that. That is some serious gear. I don't know about that helm, but the rest of it, not bad. Not bad at all. I'd like to know who created this stuff because it must have been very difficult. Well, thank you for your cooperation, Avatar. We're going to take all that off again. And I think I would like to head out to the area where all those brutes are, to the west of Pause, kind of near the pathway to Dastard, because I'm going to use them for the spell experiments, because they respawn so quickly. And let's get that shield. Fantastic. And now let's magically appear over there. Alright, here we are. I went ahead and grabbed a couple orange potions, since we're going to be casting a lot and all. And you know what? Before we get to that, let's give the Scythe a try. I mean, it's cool, right? It's got pretty good damage, I would say, if you look at the weapon bar there. Hi, how are you doing? You bugged out? Okay, that's fine. The Avatar is the Grim Reaper. I don't know about how he's holding that, though. I'm not sure that's how one would use a scythe to kill... Oh, we've angered everyone. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. And let me just get my shield back on and, let's see, what's my first spell? Are you gonna fight the dog? No, the dog is in your way. It's just as well. Well, we've got all of our linear spells. Probably should have gone through those before getting into combat. But stone, if you'll recall, I mean, that's an effective offensive spell. We can conjure stones and throw them at our enemies. Like, not like that. Probably have to put the weapons away. Let's try again. Stone. That's funny. And we've got Gust. I don't think we can use that on NPCs. Could be wrong. Here comes a strong breeze. The goat is unconcerned. Alright, how about Ignite? Maybe light the goat on fire? It doesn't work. And Douse. Give this goat a bath? Yeah. Oh well, we've seen the linear spells in action, and, you know, there's not much to do with them in combat. Create Reagents. Didn't really use it all that much, didn't need to. I have demonstrated it, but just go for it again. Yeah, apparently the code behind Create Reagents has a tendency to favor the creation of black pearls, so there's that. Lightning Bolt. Well, as Palpatine, we all know about Lightning Bolt. But we're gonna do it anyway. Ouchie! He's stuck on the dog. This is fantastic. Light. Okay, we'll cast it. Why not? Great. Oh, cool. There's another one back there. It's a whole party. Oh, there are two more back there. This is getting interesting. Okay, light heal. Well, we don't need it right now, but you know what? Let's need it. Hit me, friend. Okay. Yeah, the first rule of Fight Club. Yes. Light heal. Hooray. And to the second circle. Crystal Barrier. Never used this one. Never really saw a need for it. But there we go. That had the opposite effect of what I wanted. It gave him something to stand on. So let's... Another one? Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. Let's try again. Right here. I guess you can only have one crystal barrier active at a time, which is really not useful. I mean, I could see building an entire wall of these things to keep yourself safe, but, oh, there it goes. So, can I do it now? Maybe right here? No, that's just entirely worthless. I will try one more time in a completely random area. Nope, that's terrible. Moving on. Ethereal Sight. That's not going to do us much good here. We would need to use this back over in the swamp south of Paws, and we could find Nightshade. So I'm not going to cast that right now. It's just, it won't do anything. Infernal Armor also won't really help here, but it looks cool. So there's that. If there were fire involved in all of this, we would be mostly okay. Okay, he's getting a little aggressive there. That's not gonna work for me. Let's turn off the Infernal Armor. Right. Next, Cure. Well, we're not poisoned. If we were, that would be useful. And these guys don't poison, so I'm gonna skip that one as well. Third circle. Charm. that might work. Let's see if we can make this brute our friend as he approaches. Are you the Avatar's friend? You are. Cool. Would you like to do the Avatar's bidding? No, you're just standing up there. That's not terribly helpful. I guess that is one way to get some crowd control going, though, if you really want to. Let's cast it again and see if it disables. Oh, on him. Okay, it's turned off now, and he's angry again. I'll just hide behind this goat. Should be okay. Yeah. Yep, stopped by the goat. Very good. These goats are really saving the day here. Telekinesis. There's nothing here that would really... I mean, there's a black pearl nearby, isn't there? Yeah, it's right there. So if I get too far away from the black pearl, we might be able to do something with it from here. No? I think that you've got to use this on usable items, like perhaps something we could read. Yeah, we could put this note. Oh, you're active. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. I'll just hide behind this goat. That should stop you while I putter around with things. Okay, very good. Let's leave this note. No, that didn't work. Right here. Right. Okay, cannot seem to put the note down. There we go. Let's head over here. This is way too far away to be able to... Oh, you're very persistent. Ow. You hurt me. Can you not? I'm gonna go over here. And there's that note. I don't know about this. Are they... Okay, you're stuck on that dog. Fantastic. Well, that note is way too far away to read. But... how about if we do this? And that's how you use telekinesis. We have done that once before. We did it on Turfin to read a note that I don't think we were supposed to be able to read yet, but did it anyway. Great. Next, Fireball. Ah, the best spell in D&D for a wizard or a sorcerer. Well, at least the most fun, anyway. Yeah, I'm going to use Fireball on you. I am going to use Fireball on you. Let's do it. Oh, I missed. My Fireball missed. So did that one. Avatar, you gotta do a better job with these. Come on, man. There we go, that one landed. That's fun. Now that's Fireball. We're gonna kite this fella, huh? I don't know if I want to use Fog right now, because it was so poorly in... all it does is turn off the enemy's ability to aggro. Yeah, instead of making it so that maybe their radius is a little smaller, it just wipes it out entirely. In fact, here, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Because if I understand correctly... You know, I'm not sure that worked. I don't think it did. I don't see any fog. It worked in Britain. Because Marjorie didn't aggro. There it is. There it is. I don't know what went wrong that first time, but Okay, now he is still pursuing the Avatar because he already was. But his friends have probably all lost interest and will not become interested again, even though the Avatar is right here. Hello! Yeah. So we could have been using fog to just sail through the game, get past demons and stuff like that, because, well, this. But that's way too game-breaking, and I didn't want to do that. Are you still interested in the Avatar, or have you, Nope, you're not interested anymore. We've still got the combat music, though. But everyone is at peace. That's fine. Ah, time stop. I would like to see that in action. I think that would be fun. And to make that happen, I'm just going to poke this fella. I didn't mean to hit the dog. Sorry. How did that even happen? Okay, well, so he's after the Avatar now. Aren't you? You are after me, aren't you? Or is fog really just that amazing? Oh, you're dead. Okay, let's put the sword away. In the pack. Let's go punch a brute. Oh, I don't know if that worked. I hit his foot. You want to fight? You want to fight? Come on, man. Not interested, huh? Well, that's why I was not sure if I wanted to use fog. Oh, you're interested, right? Yeah, he's interested. Okay, that's fine. Well, here we go. Time stop. We've seen this before. I've demonstrated it, but not with enemies around. Look at that. Everything freezes, and there goes all of the Avatar's mana. Oh, and now it's... Well, it rained for a second there. That was odd. And the Avatar has no mana left. Let's solve that. There we go. Wizard Eye. Now is not the time for Wizard Eye. But what I will do is uncast Light. Oh, no, recast. Ah, yes, okay, because we ran out of mana entirely, Light disappeared. So I didn't need to turn it off. I accidentally just turned it back on by doing that. I was going to demonstrate Day. We really didn't use Day very much. Now, seeing as how it is already day, you know, doesn't really do much. But we can see that things are a little more orangey yellow, I suppose. And now we will freeze this fellow. Oh, can't do that because I think the Avatar, yeah, he's in punching mode. So let's go ahead and try that again. Very good. And because this one is being aggressive, I'm going to do that again. And kill him with the Scythe. Well, once I freeze him again. Right. And I think, yeah, Day is gone. Day uncasted itself. Of course. I'm going to remove the Scythe at this point. Well, I'm going to try anyway. There we are. And re-equip the sword and board. Very good. Let's go ahead and use Wizard Eye. This is an interesting one. I probably should have made much more liberal use of it throughout the game. Kind of regret that I did not. Yeah, this is fun. You can just keep backing it up, get a bird's eye view, or I guess a wizard's eye view of pretty much everything. There does not seem to be a limit on how far away from the avatar you can... Hey! Look! It's Molly! And she's doing it again! She moonwalking! Okay. Well... Bye. That was fun. But yes, as I was saying, there does not appear to be a limit on how far away from the avatar you can go with the Wizard Eye. Remember this? I remember this. This was silly. There was no way out of here. Why is this even here? I don't know. And to end Wizard Eye, we hit Escape. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? Pile of gold. I'm not able to see how much it is. I'm holding down X, and it's not giving me anything. So there is that one little caveat, I suppose. Okay. Anyway, now I'm going to hit Escape. Now you can see that did use up a pretty good chunk of the avatar's mana. And we seem to have upset the local brutes with that one. But yes, we're done with the spells of the 4th circle. Let's move on to the 5th. I'm going to skip right ahead to full heal for no particular reason. Oh my. You're a little too close for comfort there. Yeah, full heal is great, but it really is kind of a, you know, it kills the mood, right? Combat just has to stop and wait for you to sit there and receive your very cinematic full heal. I don't think you're going to be able to reach the avatar up here. Not my problem. Let's head back to Summon Undead. Right there. Fight! Look at the avatar. He's stuck in that pose. Wow! Very effective. Thank you, Skeleton Warrior. Oh. And then that happens. They're essentially charmed when you first summon them, and then that wears off. And they get quite angry. This is better than a zombie. We've tested this before and we got a zombie. I'm much happier with the skeleton. You just have to be sure that you're prepared to take your minion on after it's dealt with whatever you summoned it for in the first place. I'll have your ribcage. Great. So that's the summoning of Undead. Levitate we've seen. I've used that quite a bit to get around things, but let's do it again. And if you do absolutely nothing, it gets you up this high. And then just dissipates. But of course, I like to cast it to get some altitude and then make my jump, which prematurely ends the spell, but worth it. Bolt of Flame. Okay, well, we need a volunteer. You should do nicely. Interesting. Let's do that again. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not sure he is either. Let's try again. This is taking entirely too much time and mana. Okay. That's not that bad. 4 bolts of flame. So you could survive as a mage. That does take a lot of mana, though. Something you've got to keep in mind is that we are using the Arms of the Magi here. And they reduce the amount of mana that each spell requires to cast. So we have a little bit of an unfair advantage when it comes to that stuff. Okay, well, we've done everything on the 5th circle. Here we are at the 6th circle. Meteorite. We saw that cast a few times during the fight between Lord British and Blackthorn. Hey there, my friend. Oh, are you too far away? Nah, we're going to need to... I'm going to get closer for this. Gonna be a big rock gonna fall on your head. That's funny. Oh, he's angry. Maybe he won't see us if we disappear by casting Invisibility. Where'd the Avatar go? I don't know. Well, he seems to have some idea of where the Avatar is, but not really. Also, you can see this takes a lot of mana. The Avatar's mana is depleting quite rapidly. So now would be a good time to take one of those orange potions. And unlike in previous Ultimas, doing something has not removed the Avatar's invisibility status, which to me seems maybe a little bit overpowered. If I hit you, will you be able to hit back? Yes! There we go! There we go! It's dispelled! It's dispelled! And he's none too happy about this. Okay, let's return to safety up here. Here we are. Okay, friend. Where'd you go? You around here? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we've done Meteorite and Invisibility. We've seen Ring of Fire. That's really fun AoE. I feel bad about doing this, but just for demonstration's sake. Hi, goats. Guess what? Oh, they're fine. It might be because we're not level. I'm kind of suspecting that's what it is. This area is too hilly for that. What if I get right next to you? Right next to you. No. Okay, well, what if I get right next to you? I guess these are just magic goats, which is fine. We've accidentally destroyed them with mana arrows before, well, different goats. And I felt quite bad about that, so it's good to see that they've evolved and are now immune to magic. And that fella has taken notice. So let's get to safety. I'm going to go ahead and heal. they do pack a punch. They really do. And so if I were to be caught unawares, I would be flattened. Okay, there you are. Right, so we have tried these 3 spells and Mana Breath. Obviously, that's not really going to come into play right here. We have used it. I guess we can run over here, give it a go. Just jump in the water there, go for a quick swim, and then head back up. The thing about Mana Breath, the spell version, not the potion version, is that it does consume the avatar's mana, so it's not ideal. You can see the avatar's mana depleting very, very quickly right now as he swims around. Now, of course, his oxygen meter is full, so he could do this until his mana runs out. So if you need that little bit of extra time and you've got the mana to spare, great spell. But otherwise, I don't know, maybe stick with the blue potion. That seemed to be much more economical in my opinion. Yeah, you've spotted the avatar. I'm going to turn off Mana Breath. Well, I think I am. We'll just say that did it, and move on to the 7th circle. Death. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. Hey there, friend. Have I got a deal for you? It's death. I think maybe we were interrupted before we could... Yeah, I'm proud of you too. We were interrupted before the spell finished casting. And that won't do. Let's try again. Oh, it's just not working. Okay, well, in that case... Yeah. Let's try that on this goblin that I see over here. I have tested death before. It does work. Hold still while I cast death on you. Huh. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe we could try it on one of these magic-resistant goats. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we'll get to you in a bit. There we are. So, that's death. You'll notice that the avatar's health took quite a beating for that. And it's not due to proximity, as far as I can tell. It's just the act of casting death hurts the caster substantially. So you need to be quite certain that you want to do that and that you can do that. Because you could probably end yourself with that one if you're not paying attention. Okay, let's be sneaky. Let's teleport. This is fun. We'll teleport right past him. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Oh no. We'll try that again in a moment. I'm just gonna have to end you. I'm trying to demonstrate spells here. Let's get up here and cast teleport to this one. That really is cool. It's a shame that is a 7th circle spell. Just imagine all the cool stuff that we could have done earlier in the game with that. Maybe that's why it's a 7th circle spell. I don't know. But that would have been fun. There's also a really cheesy thing that you can do with teleport. And we'll see that in an upcoming video. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here? Summon Demon. This is a lot like Summon Undead. Right here. There we go. We got a little help. You gotta do better than that, Demon buddy. Come on. Man, when demons hit the avatar, it hurts. How is that guy not gone? He is being hit. You can see him bleeding, and he's reacting. Can I summon more than one? Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? I like that. Almost out of mana, though, so let's have another orange potion. Wonderful. It would appear that keeping them under the Avatar's influence is costing a pretty good deal of his mana, though. And they are not killing that guy. It's not happening. So let's use... I don't know if Froststorm will hurt them, since they're our summons, but back up a little bit and give that a go. I don't know if it's one where you choose where it lands or if it just happens around the avatar. Let's find out. Okay, well, they are taking damage. Luckily, the avatar is not. It's his own spell. Alright, well, that was fun. We've still got this silly nonsense going on here. Well, let's head to the last page, the 8th circle. Alright, I think an earthquake might be in order here. Look at all that blood. Okay, well, I think that earthquake just happens. Let's find out. You can hear the demons taking damage from it. Can't have been all that bad, really, because everyone is still here. Yeah. Not very impressive, gotta say. Let's try Lightning Storm. We get to choose the target for this one. Oh! Uh-oh. What? Oh, okay. Why? Why did you... Man, demons are horrible and cruel. And excellent volunteers for Lightning Storm. Just stand still. Couldn't even kill that demon. That's not great. Alright. Inferno. Well, that's not going to do much against a demon, now is it? We should probably go find one of those brutes. Think it's time to get rid of the demon. Well, that didn't work. Alright, bud, you're draining my mana. Okie dokie. Yeah, bye. We should have respawns. Yeah, we do. Hey there. Okay. So, we found a volunteer for Inferno. That is a very severe AoE, followed by... I only cast it once. So it's just a series of fire attacks and effects, I suppose. Let's do it again. Huh. Well, that's not bad. That's really not bad. If you're surrounded and facing some heavy-duty enemies, that might be a good one. Let's see if there is anybody down here. The ground is not shaking, so I'm thinking probably not. We might have to head back up. Huh. Okay. Well, they do tend to respawn just as quickly as you get down there. So maybe they'll be back by now. I don't know. We've got one spell left to experiment with. We need to find a volunteer. And if we can't find one, I guess we could just summon a demon. There we go. I knew you wouldn't fail me. And now, Searing Rain. This one is weird. It seems to... I don't know if you can just leave it on forever. You can see that it's depleting the avatar's mana pretty quickly, but it seems that everywhere he goes, he's causing sporadic AoE damage. Now, it has dissipated because we ran out of mana. Let's go ahead and solve that. And turn it back on. Probably not going to be too healthy for the goats. Well, it wasn't too healthy for him. Once again, the goats prove to be immune to 8th Circle magic. Yeah, that's quite impressive, my friends. They're not immune to death. Death will, well, kill them. But Searing Rain? Nah, absolutely not. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think the one spell that I wasn't able to demonstrate up in that area was Ethereal Sight. And again, like quite a few of the other spells, particularly the utility ones, like Ethereal Sight, we've seen it before. I've used it before. In fact, I used it to do precisely what I'm about to do now. But I figure, what's the harm? We are so close to this area, we may as well do it for completion's sake. Why do I have my sword out? I'm not going to use my sword. Just... Palpatine. Any others? Yeah, that's wonderful. So, if you're hanging out around in the swamp south of Paws, go ahead and cast Ethereal Sight. So that you can find Nightshade. And we've seen Ethereal Sight work in a few other situations throughout the game for some hidden goodies here and there, but you know, you're not missing out on too terribly much if you don't take the time to use it. You know, we could demonstrate Cure. We could demonstrate Cure. There we are. Look at that. The avatar is all good and poisoned now, because he's running around barefoot in the swamp. This is not very hygienic. I do not recommend it. As you can see, the avatar is getting quite ill for doing this. Quite ill indeed. In fact, he is about to be fully poisoned. That is not good. Yes, the avatar now officially has plague. His entire health bar is green with poison. But with a second circle spell, all is forgiven. You can achieve the same effect with a red potion. I'm gonna do that again. And put the boots back on. We stand here and consider... Let's see, can I cast Crystal Barrier again? It's been a while. Maybe I can do it now. Oh boy. A Crystal Barrier. Is it really such that I can only do the one? Oh, there you go. So, I guess you could try to build some fortifications for yourself. That's cool. I mean, good luck with that, but, yeah. I think that's everything. I think we have been through all of it at this point. Yeah, even saw fog and how buggy that was. Yeah, these are all things we have done now. Indeed. So, yeah. That's all the armor, with the exception of the avatar armor, the gear you start off with at the beginning of the game. Because, come on. We saw it. We're good. And we sold all of it, too, because we were so low on money at the beginning of the game. Gosh, can you imagine? Can you remember that? It was a while ago. And, yeah, we've been through the entire spellbook, including the linear spells. It's just there wasn't really a lot to do with those because, again, after the beginning of the game, the use of those kind of falls off, except maybe in the Abyss when you've got to ignite and douse a few things. And rituals, you don't just run around casting them necessarily. Some of these are just storyline things. We could go to a shrine and perform the ritual of restoration by saying Vasmani Corp, but, you know, I'm not considering that a spell, so we're not going to worry about it. And there isn't a shrine anywhere near here, so... Oh, they're starting to disappear. Alright. Well, I think we've done what we set out to do. These are all going to disappear now. And it's time to quit goofing around and head to Turfin, which we will do in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.